See a bard in the corner. Hi everyone, it's Bardic Whispers here, and I'll tell you what, I've had a day. I've got a bit of a headache, but I thought it'd be really good to just jump in and do a quick build for a character that I wanted to play. So, caveat here, all I've got is one piece of information, and that is Foxy Digtail. Foxy Digtails. I was with my wife at a nursery, plant nursery, and I saw a plant, long stems with red bell flowers popping up all down the stem, and I saw the little tag, and it was called a Foxy Digtail. And I looked at it and gone, that is an excellent name for a Druid character. So I'm going to roll up a Druid character. So I haven't looked at the Druid class, again, being sort of a forever DM and stuff. I haven't necessarily looked into classes in detail, so I'll be taking you along while I sort of first read of the Druid class and sort of see what we can do. How I envision Foxy Digtails is kind of a little bit of a ditsy, sort of like flower child kind of character, so we'll see how that sort of plays out and transpires. Oh no, some of these are coming apart. See how that transpires. I don't think I want any sort of like background trauma or sort of like, oh, a dark and mysterious past. I think this person's going to be flowery, pardon the pun, flowery, going with the flow and just sort of bumbling through life. I kind of envision their accent being sort of like Valley Girl, California Valley Girl. Like, oh my god, this is just the best time ever. A little bit like that. So, sort of using a little bit of Moonshine Salmon from that pod, and stuff like that. So, I'm also thinking about doing a video in the future of me just practicing my voices, just to really annoy everyone across the globe with my terrible English accents and my terrible American accents. But you know, without any further ado, let's hop into it. So we'll be using the player's handbook, and I'll just be writing up a few different things because people have pointed out that they like me going through and actually using the books rather than sort of talking about the theory behind using the books. And shout out to Lulu. They like the pen scratches rather than the whiteboard. So shout out to you guys for sort of responding to my post. And again, thank you. So, as I said, Foxy Digtails is the name, so let's just write that down. Oops. Foxy Digtails. So Digtails is Digtails. So I'm envisioning that she's going to have like basically a digtail, a Foxy Digtail on her head as like just like a big flower, as a little sort of like a floppy hat kind of thing. So really sort of like into that thing. Now, I think they're going to be in terms of looks, how I envision them as being like with this sort of like Southern California ditty kind of thing. I think they're going to be like slender, slight, flowery, a little bit flowy, kind of like a ballerina. It's sort of like, again, that aspect of it, not really aware of what, aware of their own look, a little bit aloof, and stuff. So I'm thinking maybe elf, or maybe a half elf. I think maybe half elf. Let's just go with half elf. So Let us just troop that in. Half elf. So I've been working with my different audio things. So some of my audio has been hit and miss recently, but I'm actually using my iPhone mic directly because it seems to be the best and the highest quality that I get. I'm looking into buying a more prolific mic. Now, some of the people I know use like Tascams and stuff, but it doesn't actually go into the laptop that I'm using. It's its own sort of unit, which means I would need to splice it all together. Today's going to be a little bit of a ramble. I just want to, I just need to get some stuff off my chest, as it seems. Let's just take a deep breath. Worth a calm emotion spell when you need it, right? Okay. Half elf, 38. Focus, Bardic, focus. Maybe a gnome could be cool, but I'm sort of looking for height, like tallness, I think. So let's look at this. So half elf. Of two worlds. To humans, half elves look like elves, and to elves, they look human. In height, they are on par with both parents, though they're neither as slender as elves nor as broad as humans. So petite. So that kind of works out. 100 to 180 pounds, with men only slightly taller and heavier than women. This is a female character, so a female half-elf. So, half-elf names, for example, half-elves use either human or elven naming conventions, as if to emphasise that they don't really fit in either society. But I'm going to be using Foxy Digtails. If they ancestry, they have dark vision, and stuff. Yep, cool, perfect. There's not really much in there, sort of like in terms of like ads or rolls or anything like that. So I think it's going to be on the lighter side, so maybe 100 pounds, 110 pounds. I want them to be sort of like 6'2", 6 foot. The medium size, dark vision 60 feet, skill adversity, they get a proficiency in 2 skills of your choice and languages, they can speak Elvish and everything, so cool. There's not much to the actual race, so kind of fine. So we're going to have, like, let's say, like 6 foot flat. Oh, that's not feeling good. And then 110 pounds. Cool. So let's go into the build. So, Druid 64. So as I said, I haven't looked at Druid before myself as a character. I normally play paladins in my thing. So cool. Holding high and gnarled staff, wreathed with holly, an elf summons the fury of the storm, and calls down explosive bolts of lightning. Power of natures, druids revere nature above all, thus Foxy Digtails. So the Foxy Digtails sort of like got these long shoots and stuff, and what they have is like little bell flowers like this, with little striations and stuff like that, so. Kind of like the Victory Bell was a Pokemon kind of thing. So let's have a look. Creating a druid. And we also have proficiency bonuses, wild shapes and everything like that, so cool. Quick build. Let's have a look, see. Hit points 1d8 per druid level. That's not good. doesn't have 2 hit points. 2 hit points, so they're going to go down easy. Because this says all 5 plus your constitution modifier at higher levels. Hit points at level 8 is 8 plus your constitution modifier. So we need to do the rolls up and stuff like that for the constitution, but I think I might just use like the standard array of what is it, 14, 14, 13, 15, blah, blah, blah. But I should probably be giving it a 14, so it's probably a +2, so probably 10 hit points to start off. So wooden shield is a simple winner, it's a scimitar, or a simple melee weapon, leather armor, explorer's pack, or and a druidic focus. Cantrips. Got a few different cantrips. Proficiency bonus for spell saves, ritual casting, beast shapes for wild shape. Starting at 2nd level, you can use your action to magically assume the shape of a beast you've seen before. Example, you've got wolf, crocodile, giant eagle at 8th level. You can stay in beast shape for a number of hours equal to the half of your druid level, rounded down. You revert to your normal form unless you expand another use of this feature. You automatically revert back to your normal form. If you fall unconscious, drop to 0 hit points or die. You need to apply all of the different animal characteristics and stuff. Druidic circle, at 2nd level you can choose identify circle of druids. Circle of the moon, or both detailed, a circle of land. Timeless body, starting at 18th level of primal magic that you wield causes you to age more slowly. For every 10 years that you pass, the body gauges only 1 year. So druidic circles. Though their organisation is invisible, most outsiders druids are part of a society that spans the land, ignoring political borders. All druids are nominally members of the druidic society. Though some individuals are so isolated that they have never seen any high-ranking members of the society. Circle of the Land. Circle of the Land is made up of the mystics and sages who safeguard ancient knowledge and rights through the vast oral traditions. These druids meet their sacred circles of trees or standing stones to whisper primal secrets in Druidic. Bonus cantrip. When you choose this circle at 2nd level, you learn more additional druid cantrips of your choice. Learn 1 more. Natural recovery. Starting at 2nd level, you can regain some of your magical energy by sitting in meditation and communing with nature. During a short rest, you can choose to expend spell slots to recover. The spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than a half of your druidic level. You can recover up to 2 levels worth of spell slots after 4th level. Kind of like the sorceress, like sorcery points and stuff, a little bit. Circle spells. Yep. That 3rd, stuff like that. Circle spells. So these are the circle spells. Different 3rd level and stuff like that. So, I mean, if we're going to be going with like sort of like Foxy Digtails, we probably will go with the forest circle. I mean, if we're keeping closer to backstory and stories and stuff like that, so let's do that. So circle. spells. We'll use Forest. Now let's have a look at what that is. So at 3rd level, we have Blur and Silence. Not really effective in combat, but good defensive. 5th we have Create. Food and Water. Nope. Read the wrong one. At 5th level we have Call Lightning. And Plant Growth. Those are pretty good. Plant Growth can help with skill checks and everything. And obviously Call Lightning is Call Lightning. It's always fun to be able to Call Lightning. At 7th level, we have Divination and Freedom of Movement. At the 9th level, we have Commune with Nature, a Tree Stride. So this kind of like gets you very close to sort of the path of a druid or something like that. Not particularly aggressive in that thing, so maybe I wonder if you can choose different circles as you go. Choose the land, Arctic coast, or something, a mountain, or swamp, in the dark, and consult associated list of spells. Yeah, so the forest is kind of like very druidic and stuff, so it's not really great. Land Stride. Starting at 6th level, moving through non-magical and difficult terrain costs you no extra movement. Nature's Ward, when you reach to the 10th level, you can't be charmed. Cool. I'm gonna go with the Circle of the Moon. Circle of the Moon. I might leave that for another character that I pull up. Circle of the Moon doesn't really have much. Well, look. Let's start looking at backstory, shall we? Backstory. So where are we going with that? Again, apologies for the rambles. I'm just in a headspace. Tell you what, tell you what. I may be just a simple son lawyer. Character details 121. Boop. Boop. A boop. Okay, random height and weight. So let's get like this a little bit more. So we've got half elf. 4/9 plus 2d8. 4, 7. 4 and 7 is golly 11. So we actually get to, I think that's exactly 6. Yeah, so we get to 6 feet, so that's not good. Oh no, I got black. Oh no. Got some smudgies. 110 pounds times 2d4 pounds. Nope, gonna keep that at base 110. Let me just fix that up. Excellent. Other physical characteristics. So we've got female alignment. I think they're going to be chaotic good. Creature acts as if their own consequence directs. Creature acts as their consciences directs, with little regard for what others expect. Copper dragons and your constability are chaotic or good. I think chaotic good, just sort of like, they're just going to be doing whatever they want. Foxy will do whatever she wants. Personality traits, flaws, bonds, and stuff. Let's have a look at these. So they've got the acolyte, got the criminal, got the charlatan, entertainer, guild artisan, hermit, sage. You spent years learning lore and multiverse, and now you're summoning manuscripts, study scrolls. Doesn't really go with the ditsy. Outlander. What's the Outlander? You grew up in the wilds. Far from simulation and comprehensive technology, you've witnessed migrations of herds, large than the forest, so weather more extreme than your city dweller comprehend. Yeah, it's probably that one. So origin, let's go with a D10. So homesteader. You've been been to strange places and seen things cannot begin to fathom. Consider some of the distant lands you have visited, and they have impacted you. You can roll to the following table to determine your occupation during your time in the wild. Homestead, yep, that is sort of like a homebody, that kind of works. So, homesteader. Let's have some characteristic personality traits. Let's have a D8. 5. I place no stock in wealthy or well-mannered folk. Money and manners won't save you from a hungry owlbear. Yeah, cool. Oh my god, so you don't even know what an owlbear is? That's crazy. I'd like to be like one with nature. You putting all of your money in a weird little vault is so strange. So, perplexed by money and wealth. Ideals, let's do a 1d6. 5. Nature. The nature world is more important than all the constructs of civilization. Cool. Isn't the world just so beautiful? Have you ever seen a blossom tree early in the morning? It's fantastic. Nature is the utmost importance. Let's have a bond. Cocked 1. My family, clan, or tribe is the most important thing in my life, even though when they are far from me. Family is just so important. So important. Flaws. 3. I remember every insult I've received and nurse a silent resentment towards anyone who's ever wronged me. Oh my god, she just called me that. She just said that I looked ratchet. That's just so pathetic. I mean, I'm covered in flowers. Who can look ratchet when they're covered in flowers? So, very empathetic and emotional when it comes to insults. Gets a little butthurt about those things and stuff like that. I think that's sort of like just going to be it. Like, this is just going to be a quick one. there wasn't really much roles in this one, so apologies about that. It's more just sort of like building out that thing and choosing your path and circle. Maybe next time I might roll up the thing, but like, this is the kind of character that sort of like, when I play one-shots and stuff and I get to play a character, this would probably be a good one just to sort of like slam in, because there's just like a little bit of sort of backstory and stuff like that, so it could be interesting. So what I've got from this is that like, got that southern, they got the Valley Girl kind of vibe, lots of flowers and stuff like that, forest, sort of more druidic kind of thing, so maybe we sort of have like, so we have kind of like Tinkerbell, I think, a little bit. It's really not ideal to be doing this with a pen. I like underestimating like a little hole to top or something like that. I kind of like the idea that the bell height is like so kind of like that. Yeah, you can move around and stuff like that. So how I sort of perceive Foxy Digtails, I think it's just sort of like more the comical name, and everything. So Foxy Digtails is a bit of a ditsy sort of flower child, runabout. They're an Outlander, sort of not really familiar with social interaction or other sort of things. Like money hasn't really necessarily been a thing because they've been living out in the world and nature where money hasn't been a thing. So yeah, there's definitely some stuff there, like good sort of shenanigans can come up when you hit towns and stuff with your adventurer party, when you sort of like, accident, like you just take an apple from a tree or someone's backyard because you're like, it's there, it's free, nature provides. And a little bit of ditsy aspects of there, going to talk to plants and everything like that. So I think that's just more like, I think it's more of a fun character, sort of like just get into a little bit of shenanigans, a little bit of like bumping around and have some fun, rather than sort of a serious character and stuff. But when it comes down to like, family or protecting the party, they're very fiercely loyal and want to help out and stuff. So I think it's a very interesting character. It's going to be definitely like a supporting character, making sure that everyone's okay and everything. But it could be a fun little thing. I think it's more, that character would be more for roleplay rather than combat and encounters and just running through something fiercely. So thank you for listening for my rambles. Really needed this today, just to sort of decompress a little bit. Thank you everyone for watching. Enjoy your long rest.